Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I want to go and talk about something pretty sad that is currently happening in our world of collectibles and toys. Toys R Us is closing down. They have been in a financial struggle for the past couple of months. If you've been following the news or even my very own podcast, the Two Players Podcast, we have frequently talked about Toys R Us's situation on there, but yeah, they are finally closing their doors. And as a person who has a strong connection to them, as a youngin, as a little kid, I think that it is very appropriate for me to talk about this store and my history with it and sort of what I think about this whole situation as well. So I guess I'll go into my history with Toys R Us and sort of why am I such a huge fan of this, chain retailer that exclusively sells toys for the most part. I've always fantasized about going to Toys R Us. I have no idea what it was. Maybe it was the couple of times my parents took me there when I was younger to get, like some Toy Story toys or whatever it may be. But I always remember going there when I was younger, and when I was in kindergarten, I remember drawing a lot of pictures of me and my dad just outside of the Toys R Us store, as like little people in the big Toys R Us store or whatever. I wish I had some of those just to share with you guys, or even just for me to see for myself. But I fondly remember making those pictures because I would just do it so frequently. And obviously, as I got older, first grade, second grade, third grade, I think it was around fourth grade when I would detach myself from that Toys R Us obsession. I know that I would still go to Toys R Us for my Ninja Turtles action figures, because I was a huge Turtles fan in the first grade, and I would still go there frequently to check out whatever toys were there with whatever my newest favorite TV show was or whatever. So Toys R Us was still a huge part of my childhood, I guess, and it was just something that I always fantasized going to. But like I said, fourth grade, I think that's around when I stopped fantasizing about going there and stopped asking my parents to take me there so often. But I would still go there sometimes to get games or whatever, because video games were suddenly becoming a huge part of my life. But I think it was around middle school, maybe fifth grade, something like that. I have no idea. But whenever these bad boys came out, I'm not exactly sure if anyone is familiar with these, but these are the Sonic the Hedgehog Jazzwares action figures. And when these started coming out, they were pretty much exclusively to Toys R Us. They weren't available at Target or Walmart or any other big chain retailer, I believe. These were pretty much exclusively at Toys R Us for the most part. But eventually, I think it was around the 20th anniversary line when they would expand to GameStop, Target. I'm not exactly sure if Walmart got these, but they would expand to stores later. But at first, Jazzwares would sell a lot of their Sonic action figures at Toys R Us. So that's pretty much when I started to go back, because I was a huge Sonic fan, and I was getting into collectibles. So Sonic and collectibles, that's a perfect match made in heaven for a fan like myself. So that's pretty much when I started to go back, and that's when I would just go there, look at the Sonic section, and just buy whatever I needed to buy or buy nothing, and then just leave. And I would go to Toys R Us because of this very often, because Jazzwares would release a bunch of new toys, whether it be every month, maybe every other month, whatever. I'm not entirely sure exactly what the release window or whatever release schedule Jazzwares had, but whenever they announced something new and they announced a time window, and that time window was still confirmed, that's when I would be at Toys R Us. And those Sonic action figures pretty much kept me and Toys R Us, I guess, that sort of relationship alive somehow. And Yeah, and even like recently, last year or even the year before, I would go to Toys R Us very frequently and, you know, check out whatever collectibles they had there, whatever new Marvel Legends. That's something that I've been getting into a lot recently, and Toys R Us would be one of the stores that I would check out to see if, you know, there were new toys on sale for that line. The World of Nintendo line, that's pretty much like the new Sonic Jazzwares line for me right now. Toys R Us, once again, that is one of the big chain retailers that I would go to just for those figures. And I know that they are available at Target, Walmart, but Toys R Us seem to have them first sometimes, and sometimes they would have certain figures that I would need that other stores wouldn't have. So that's why I would really go there a lot. And, you know, despite them having a much higher price, which is why a lot of people stopped going to Toys R Us, you know, just like the general public, why they stopped going is because their prices are a little bit higher than what their competitors are. And one huge example that I can find is the Funko Pops. The Funko Pops at Toys R Us are $9.99, while at Target they're $8.99, and at Walmart they're like $8, or maybe even cheaper than that, maybe cheaper than $8.99, maybe like a little bit less than that, maybe, you know, like a couple cents. But my point is that Toys R Us is known for having bigger prices, and that is a bad thing for a consumer because you want to save money and you want to spend that money elsewhere. And even with the World of Nintendo stuff, I would still pay however much it may be, but even then, like, I don't see why they needed to jack their prices up so much when they had price matching, which is what I started to do with the World of Nintendo stuff. I would go to like Walmart.com and ask them to, you know, price match it with that price, or, you know, with Target.com or whatever it may be. The only reason anyone would really go to Target or Toys R Us was for like a exclusive, if they had something that was not available anywhere else and it had that Toys R Us exclusive sticker on there. And as of recently, there's not much exclusive there that really interests me. The Marvel Legends stuff, the World of Nintendo stuff, they don't have a lot of Toys R Us exclusives that really interest me. If you're into Funko Pops, I know that you know, they get a lot of Toys R Us exclusive, which I'm very curious as to what's going to happen with those future Toys R Us exclusive Funko Pops, because they've announced a couple, but now that Toys R Us is closing, I wonder who's going to go snatch those exclusives up. But anyways, yeah, but pretty much recently I've just been going to Toys R Us on a very irregular basis. I actually just went there a couple weeks ago, something like that, just to pick up like a one of the new Funko plushes that is of the Iron Spider from Avengers Infinity War. But yeah, other than that, I really just go to Toys R Us to like look around and, you know, just see what they have. And if there's something there that I've never seen before, or there's something there that they have first, I will buy it. But 9 times out of 10, they have stuff that's available pretty much everywhere else. So I think that's the main reason why a lot of people have stopped going to Toys R Us, and why they are failing, because of the rise of Amazon, Target, Walmart, and the fact that their prices are just much higher than others. So it is just unfortunate that a story that I've idolized a lot when I was younger is just, you know, coming to a close. So yeah, those are pretty much some of the stories that I have related to Toys R Us. I have a bunch, but I just don't want to flood you guys with all of them. But yeah, pretty much I would just go there for whatever nerdy collectible that I needed at that time when I was that age or whatever, you know. So I think that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any memories or experiences that you would like to share within the comment section below, I would love to hear them. But yeah, I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have not already, you can subscribe. Put new videos up every single Saturday. You want to follow me on my social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter, you can do that as well. And I will be streaming tomorrow at twitch.tv/tvsonicgaming. I will be streaming some Kirby Star Allies. I won't have a cam or any fancy overlay because I need to record footage, but I will be talking over my Yeti microphone, which I was doing this entire video, and talking to you guys in the chat and commentating over my gameplay. So yeah, I hope to see you all there. But yeah, I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this video once again. And I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.